Welcome back to my channel, guys. We all know that the closed beta test is 2 days away, and yes, I will be streaming the whole entire 3 days that it is live. I will promise you guys that if I do get extra keys for me to give out, I definitely will during my live streams. And yeah, I'm gonna give you guys some of the pointers that I did to level up till around level 17 to 18. This is roughly 20 hours of gameplay, what I did to level up, what I wish I did, and also my settings and overall feel of the game. I do get motion sickness. There are certain tweaks that I have to be very sure of because my PC is pretty much a mid build since I'm bottlenecked by my GPU. But without further ado, please leave a sub if you like, a like if you like, and yeah, let's get into it. First and foremost, you guys can check out all of my PC specs. I can list it down below in the descriptions. I know my CPU is great. Everything is great except for my GPU. I am using a 3070 Ti. While you guys might think, oh, a 3070 Ti is not that bad. Well, I've been using it for years and I've been streaming and playing games on it, so it's definitely breaking. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play on Epic or High the whole entire time. I had to settle for medium graphics. I also turned off motion blur, I turned off shadows, and I think I also lowered the detail in the atmosphere, so like grass and stuff. I mainly focused on how my character looked, and the atmosphere, the terrain and stuff is just on medium. One thing about this game is that you're going to be walking / running, exploring a lot. So I would say one of your priorities should be getting a horse first. The horse is gonna make so much difference in your gameplay because you're gonna get to these places way faster than on foot, and you're gonna really thank me later for that. I'll be showing you guys where to get them out when I'm live on Twitch. From levels 1 to 3, I think you will get across the first Chrono Gate at level 3, and I really do think that most people will not be able to kill the first Chrono Gate boss only because it is tough. You have zero equipment essentially, and going in, not knowing the fight, not having gear is going to be really tough. So after you have attempted Chrono Gate 1 and you realize you can't do anything, that's when you need to venture out and you need to check out the armor smith, you need to check out the weapon smith, and the resources NPC right away. Accessories can come a little bit later, but I would say try to make full set of gear first. Doesn't matter if it's not good, just make sure all the slots in your equipment tab is filled out. When you first get into town, you need to find the NPC that gives you gathering tools. There's going to be a merchant near the marketplace that gives you all the tools. You can just buy them with gold. And there's another NPC that gives you the recipe to craft pots. Both of these, I think, is the first thing that you have to do when you get into the main town. And of course, as you're venturing out exploring, try to gather as many resources as you possibly need because you will need to gear up. Now, I know everyone probably by now knows about the average equipment score. You know, when you craft it and you're going to be given a low or high number, then you take the average of everything that you own, and that is your equipment number, aka item level. Now, I don't think anything will gate you from anything in the first beta test, so I don't really think you need to focus on that, but do keep track of all the resources that you have in your inventory so you can craft what you need. Now, if you are not a crafting Andy and you want to figure out other ways to get equipment for you to go on and play more of the game, what you can do is the bounty board. I'm not going to go over what the bounty board is because I'm sure other creators have, but essentially you want to do these bounties so you can get bounty tokens. Then you can use the bounty tokens to get very preliminary like green gear, I think. So that is a great way to start off your next tier, which is the green tier. So I actually didn't have that much problems leveling. In fact, I leveled quite a bit just from gathering. As you guys know, I'm a professional lumberjack. I found it kind of plateauing at around level 13 to 14. And I was like, what can I do to level up? Because, you know, you're gathering a lot, but you're not really seeing your EXP bar go up. This is when you want to head over to the trials. Remember the one from my previous video telling you that it looks kind of like Path of Exile doors? That one is also a great way. I believe those are weeklies. Every week you get a certain amount of keys, and those will give you permanent stat potions that'll definitely boost your gameplay. I think it also sells a little bit of equipment there. So if you are gated or if you feel like your EXP is plateaued, be sure to check out the trials, and I promise you, you will level up quite a bit. My hair getting messier as this. Now, as you go down the yellow brick road and you're just chopping down trees, instead of prioritizing your gear, what I would do at the same time is prioritize your crafting tools. It's extremely important to craft better crafting tools because that's something that you will be using as you explore the whole entire world. It's gonna save you on time, and I feel like it gives you better harvest as well, so that is huge. And I just want to add by saying, hey guys, this is a new game. It's not a launch. It's a closed beta test. I want everyone to just have, just chill out, play the game, enjoy it. And if there's something that doesn't pique your interest or something that you don't like in particular, I'm sure they have feedback somewhere. At the end of the day, this is not your typical MMO, and I think everyone should just be a little bit more chillax. It's a new game that they want to give to us, and I'm sure they want the game to pop off as well. So hey, just be nice and have fun.